I say, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's try it again. When I say where you at, you say right here. Where you at? Right here. Where you at? Right where you at? Right type shit. Type shit, type shit. Type shit. All the kids. Keep going on about. Fuck a private, send it from my personal account. Gotta hawk it to ya. Hiding poison in my mouth. Glands holding the components to a copious amount. If I find out that you're really homies for the cloud. If I find out, coded in directions that you're out. If your loyalty leads only to contention in the drought. The confession that you flout will only poison. I've been hacking weeds. Crazy if you sprout with a sprayer that I tout. I'm cleaning layers of the ground. When it's ready for exposure, pick the pen up like a joust. Defending any venomous behavior as aroused from the doldrums that a poet tries daily to renounce. If the devil tries to trick us speaking only when I bounce, I'm spitting off of Raven like it's Corey in the house. The chamber that I open leaves a hole where you pronounce. Choke on every word till it breaks your gastronomy. Misshapen due to quantity. My circle takes in quality. You say what you've been banking on. Thoughts your economy. Reserve your reactions to the actions of the colony and really only speak when you can teach. Instead of following, you live the life of bad advice. Lost some opportunities. Could hold a ticker tape parade full of the caution that you threw. You're exactly who I'm thinking of to consummate a plan. Shut the cellar door. I'll go and oscillate the fan while I roll out a board. We can find where it fits. You can move to the front. No one minds where you sit. On approach, I will interpret what it was I tried to draw for you. I pinned up a bunch of pictures. You're like, are we taking down the mafia? Look closer. And you'll notice that there's Polaroids of each of you. The orders are to make a line and take yours to your seat to view. So glad to meet with you. Break bread and eat with you. I skipped initiation. There's a reason this is reaching you. I broke the algorithm to reveal the infrastructures built by the society of real motherfuckers. Where you at? Right where you at? Right where you at? Right type shit. Welcome to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. Give it up for yourselves. Coming to the Loisaida Center in the Lower East Side section of Manhattan on the night before Thanksgiving. Okay, we have a treat for all of you today because we're going to give you all a chance to eat, all right, to serve all those buzzwords that I can use for the holidays. Shout out to the chat. Hello, chat. All right, W in the chat. Can I get a what the hell spam risk? Not now. Not now, car insurance. I didn't, did you see that? All right, I did the rules before we started the stream. Turn off your cell phones, silence them, things of that nature. And I didn't do it. I fucked up. I'm sorry about that, chat. All right, but we told everyone, if you're just tuning in, to silence their devices, and I gave them the house rules and things of that nature. All right, so when you're here, actually, all right, if you're watching this live or online right now, when you get here to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, you will hear those rules. But for now, all right, I'll wait until you book that ticket. Now, everyone in the room here knows what to do when you come up to this mic. We're going to have a great show tonight, a lot of performers, all right? But I did tell you, I did clue you in on a third rule, right? I said there are house rules, there are open mic rules, and a third category, secret category, all right? It's the motel guy rules, okay? My name is Brian Acosta Arya, also known as Brian the Motel Guy, okay? And I have, when I host this thing, which I've been able to do for like the last year, all right, host open mics with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, I encourage people to follow this one rule. No ego. None. It's not going to work for you here. Okay? Let me explain. For you artists out there, then we'll talk to the audience members. For you artists out there, the ego is actually pretty important. All right? Some would say you can't even eat without your ego. It's your identity. It's all the things that you've went through, and it's kind of formed who you are today, right? And if you are an artist, if you've decided to, participate in art in some sort of way, All right, your ego has informed that. It has let you make that art. All right, turn it into a poem, turn it into a song, or whatever. But in an open mic sense, all right, it can't be brought here. All right, thank you for letting your art come through your ego, but when it comes here, man, it serves no purpose. I've been into way too many open mics through my years of performing. All right, when performers come here of different skill level, whether you're an amateur or you're a professional, all right, it muddles everything up. How many people are coming to an open mic for the first time? Raise your hands. Beautiful. Thank you so much for participating in this crazy little thing. How many people are kind of seasoned vets, or you're coming back to the scene a little bit, or you're doing your thing? Thank you so much for considering, all right? This is a level playing field if you give away your ego. And for you audience members out there, there's that dreaded C word, Max, right? Cringe. Ugh, it's taken over everybody, especially the younger generations. All right, it's inhibiting them from really participating in art and experiencing art because they think it's not for me, it's a little weird. We're gonna get rid of that feeling if we have no ego. All right, many of you are just going to be witnessing the people up here doing their thing, okay? And so ego is so important, so you don't feel, well, you can't scroll here. Isn't that fun? You came outside to touch grass today, all right? Resist the urge to scroll because it's not going to do anything for you. You're going to sit with stuff that may cause you discomfort. It may not be your fucking cup of tea, your style of music, whatever the case, but we will appreciate the beauty of it, all right? We're all trying to get through this thing called the human experience. Now, if you didn't step out of your apartment or your home today without your ego, all right, and if you didn't relinquish it at the door, I'm going to give you a chance to give up your ego today so you can be great performers and great audience members. I'll do that for you. All right, I'll go first, though, Max. All right, I'll go first. All right, my ego, here, between my boobs, right here. This is where I keep it. Paul knows. Boom. You know this ego of mine. Look at it. Gross. Easily bruised, slightly smelly, like balls a little bit. It's kind of I hated this shit. I hate it so much. All right, it's given me a lot, but again, I will put it aside for all of you today. Boom! I got a whole big bag, a little magic bag of mine in my left pocket. Plop! There it goes. I can be the best host I can be right now. All right, I can listen to all of you and appreciate all of you. All right, and make this open mic the best it can be. Now, what I need all of you to do, even the newcomers, is to give me your ego, all right? Lift it up. Come on now. Show me it in the darkness. Come. We can't do the open mic without it. We can't. At the count of 3, I need you to throw it at the tiny Asian man, all right? Yeet it right at me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay, Max is a little heavier than others. All right, Max is the only name I know out there. Shout out to you, Max, okay? If you didn't throw it because you thought that was stupid, that's where you fucked up, okay? That's where you fucked up. I hope you just relinquish it. I hope you silence it for a little bit. Again, so you can bring your art up here and just do your art, okay? And you can watch and sit there and just appreciate what you're watching. And I promise you, as I throw this over to Jasmine at the merch table, go buy some merch and grab your... just put it at your feet. Just place it under the table. Okay, you can take it back to your apartment if you'd like, but you don't have to. And that's the beautiful thing. Go out into the New York streets and just feel a little bit more weightless, okay? I promise we're going to have a great open mic. And I swear, when you leave here, you will have said something beautiful and heard something beautiful, okay? Can we do the open mic now? Excellent. Before we proceed with the proceedings, let's practice making noise, because we can make all the noise here we want. There's no one underneath us, or Is there people on top of us? I don't really care. You can make as much noise as you want in this room. It may feel like an underground church right now, but all right. So, but there's gonna be a lot of testimony. You can make all the noise you want. Let's start with snaps. This kind of thing originated with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. All the stereotypes with poets and stuff like that, it came through this tradition of snapping, all right? How about if you hear something fucking awesome, you stomp a little bit. We can stomp, all right? All you're disturbing is the rat nest living in the alley. Okay, cool. How about a classic, run it back? Run it back. All right, if you hear something cool, all right, that a poet is going to say, you say fucking run it back, and they will maybe elect to run it back. It's up to them, okay? Again, please participate. Make some noise during these things. Don't be fucking shy. You can't be shy because there's no ego. Isn't that cool? Excellent. All right, so let's start the open mic. Let's look at who's on the list today. We got some people. All right, a lot of poetry tonight and a little bit of comedy. I love that. All right, please, if you're sitting there right now and you haven't signed up, consider, please, and thank you. So I'm going to introduce some baseball terminology to you. Okay, and when you get up here, I'm going to call the first person Anastasiya. Anastasiya, I killed that shit. Look at that. Anastasiya, I fucking killed it. Look at that shit. There's a lot of A's. I'm like, what the? All right, I'm going to say Anastasiya comes up first, and then the baseball term on deck, all right, is going to be Kathleen. Where are you? Kathleen, hi, how you doing? Kathleen's on deck, meaning the person on deck, you just kind of sit there a little bit, you warm up, you get your shit ready to just let it go when you get up here, okay? This is going to be good chat, all right? Shout out to you at home, all right? Hello, everybody in the live stream. Get ready for all of this. Coming up to the stage. Give it up for Anastasiya, y'all. Yes! Energy, 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 energy!
Thank you, Brian. It doesn't remove, right, from the stand? Okay, that's fine. I'll try not to trip over this. Hey, guys. Anastasiya, Anastasiya, Anna, doesn't matter. Okay, the first poem. I'm not strong at all. Jack has a Socrates head tattooed on his bicep. He said, my mother, she as well loved my hair. And yeah, you can definitely take pictures of me. That's why I like men. They're straightforward and often agreeable. Don't get me wrong. I also love drama and war, and that's why I love women. There's a lady like that from my past. The most beautiful woman I ever met. I offered her my friendship some time ago when I ran into her next to her apartment door, and she said, go be friends with your mother. I would have preferred fuck off, but in any case, I'll love her till my last breath, and when they cut me open, they'll hear, let it be, let it be. And I'm not much of a Beatles fan, nor do I particularly like that song. And then I told my lady, because in some parallel world, she's mine and I'm hers, you're stronger than me. And she said, I'm not strong at all. Next one is stream of consciousness. I believe I have a couple more minutes. I want to rhyme my reality with my dreams, live on a mountain peak, watch sunsets and people crawl about their business, see you once a week so we can be silent together. Can't live on a peak, would get arrested for trespassing. Instead, I'll go to the nearest bar, to all inquiries reply in Russian. Is that dangerous these days? Nietzsche said, those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. My why is writing poetry and making art, listening to Boys in the Street by Callum Scott, watching Vera recite Not Us on repeat, taking the first sip of Death Wish after 2 hours of sleep. I'm lying, that's not my why. I hope to run into you by a glitch in the design, and you stop and say nothing. You just look at me the way you did that November. One more? Yep. I'm fading to gray. I simplified my name, but not my past. I'm falling fast, not trying to grasp at my unresolved fate, at the pills in the pill case, at the memory of our last embrace. There's a certain bliss, gazing into abyss, pretending to fly in the eyes of death. The crow laughed at the latest draft of my life, told me to stop fighting. Rewriting, said, getting up at 4 is not so exciting. I told him to fuck off.
Warm up the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. I love that shit. Okay. You can plug yourself after you perform, after you do your thing. Feel free, all right, to tell us where your social media is, where we can find you. You might hear us in the side say, where can we find you? Just go right ahead after your performance, all right? We won't deduct your time or anything like that. Thank you so much. And since it's the day before Thanksgiving and tomorrow you're going to have to probably say what you're thankful for at the dinner table, how would we start now? All right, after every performer, we say thank you. So thank you, Anna. All right, isn't that nice? Let's get into that practice. All right, no ego. It's not weird. It's not corny. Okay, excellent. On deck, we got Doughnutburger. Where are you? Fuck yeah. Thank you for coming up, Doughnutburger. All right, coming to the stage. Give it up for Kathleen. Yes! Yes! Okay. Keep it down.
This is Brunch with Chef Death. 1 block to the blinking light, 1 block left to the brick fence. You'll see the sign says Ernest Hemingway home. Can I get you anything else? Can I get you anything else? Hi, I'm Kathleen, your waitress. Today's special is a green chili quiche and a slow, lingering death. More coffee. 1 block to the blinking light, 1 block left to the brick fence. You'll see the sign says Ernest Hemingway home. Ha, 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 ha. No kidding. That is so interesting. Where are you from? Me too, me too, me too. Can I get you anything else? Eggs, easy, bacon, grits and cakes, basted eggs, sausage, potatoes, banana bread, rooster up, poached whites only, double or home fries, strawberry pancakes, dry rye toast. I've got it, yes. 1 block to the blinking light, 1 block left to the brick fence. You'll see the sign says Ernest Hemingway home. I'll be right with you. Order in, please. Grapefruit, cranberry, organic, apple juice, no molasses, maple syrup, 86 grapefruit. Listen up, girlfriend. I bust 1 more of your tables. You will tip me out. Don't talk to me in that tone of voice. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Pick it up. I got food dying here. Yeah, you make the coffee. I always make the coffee. I always make the bloody coffee. More coffee. 1 block to the blinking light, 1 block left to the brick fence. You'll see the sign says Ernest Hemingway home. Order up, Kathleen. Thank you. Don't thank me. Just get it out of here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've got it. I'm sorry. I've got it. I'm sorry. I've got it. 86 eggs, man. 86 eggs? How many times do I have to tell you I am not a man? Don't stack the pints, please. Don't stack the pints. They break in my hands. 1 block to the blinking light, 1 block left to the brick fence. You'll see the sign says Ernest Hemingway home. Can I get you anything else? Anything else? 1 block to the blinking light, 1 block left to the brick fence. You'll see the sign says Ernest Hemingway home. Thank you.
Come on, Kathleen. I'm going to get that. Give it up for Kathleen. I brought out the big guns for this motherfucking fly. Okay. All right. It didn't pay $10. I can't be here. Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much, Kathleen. That was insane. That was just insanity. But I hope you caught some of those lines because those were some bars. All right, Jonathan, you're on deck. Jonathan, where are you? Hey, Jonathan, sorry. I can't see you. Bright lights fly in my face. Okay. Without further ado, give it up for Doughnutburger, y'all. Yes! It's a Doughnutburger!
Yeah, we got that. That's cool.
Gotcha.
Thank you. This is possibly a bit late for Halloween, but I call this Lester's Kitchenorium. Spatula, once owned by Dracula, the wickedest whisk which a werewolf did use. Of my full twat trinkets, top buyers can choose. Some mummy-made yummy madman marzipan. Frankenstein's fondants, of them, I'm a fan. No receipts, no returns. Stop. Buy. Buy today. Whatever you choose, excellence I can say. Away you will walk. No more shall we talk. My sources are forces. awakened in reckoning.
Yeah, come on.
So now Halloween's out the way. Let's look for some love. I call this eyebrows. Single for a while. Single for a smile. Single so some pressures on my shoulders shall not pile. Awaiting for a while. When I'll be wet, aware and wanting. Making clear a message sent. With more than just our bodies bent. I meant mind too. Inspire me, true. Your touch, your talk. Walk with me through the passion. Sit and speak that song from soul. My goal is great and goodly. Bloody lovely. Muse amused, so spirits shake. Thoughts of you like clouds above me, blessed by sun. Always awake to rest and run. All fear of fun, now far apart. So please forgive my honest heart. I slowly ease to future times. Peaceful, pleased. Tie me down when truly teased. Senses spark, I'm swiftly seized. Such clarity is you. Thank you. Now, if anyone out there don't have a particular favourite number, something that means a lot to them or has at least some significance, please do let me know. 13. Hey, exactly. If you live in a cul-de-sac, number 14, we know what house you're really living at. This is called First the 5, and then the 9. Look at all 5s and see the steps on top to help you. Down and up. A place to put, keeping what's kept, aware it's always there. See and stare at there then curves, barreling out, movement smooth. A chance to bounce or spring abroad, I find a 5 can sometimes soothe. Considering all things alive, so be 5 5s are 25. I keep in mind last of its kind. A 9, not vexed. Not mine, but next. It proudly stands upwards and on. All numbers see its curved, bent back. Protector. Never feeling fine. Last of its kind, dear friend, the 9. Now, I'd like to end with something short. For you younger folk, you may not get it, but this is called Jasper. Madonna's got a ferret. Madonna's got a ferret. Madonna's got a ferret. It looks like Tom Skerritt. Thank you.
Oh, gosh. That was good. I love it. End it for the olds. All right, but when he did mention, like, what's your favorite number, I was about to say 6, 7. Come on, chat. I know you're watching out there. Can I get an eggplant emoji and also a peach emoji and one of those water droplet emojis in the chat? Thank you so much. All right, 6, 7. Coming up to 6, though, which is very funny, is Max. All right, no, but on deck, we got Gabe. Gabe, where are you? There you are, Gabe. Thanks for sticking around, pal. All right, come to the stage. Give it up for Jonathan. Yes! I remember, Jonathan. You're back!
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, we are family here. Go get him.
Godspeed. Sunlight through chiffon, hem flickering at your legs. Your feet through glace fonce. Jasmine fields. Arms up, air answering. Gales gather at your back, burst you through shrubs. I wish it hailed. Fire, brimstone, your auburn hair, flame in my obsidian hands. Prometheus pilfering, I grab your head, press you to Hotel de Vie brick. Your tongue see-through chiffon. You run not to me, but to curtains parted by your alabaster hands. Fervid sun gazer. Sorry. Fervid sun gazer, your eyes widen, corneas beginning to melt. You meet your match. I, your wick and wax, burnt olive tree, immolated black down to flames, sinews. Your sillage through olive groves, frantic gallop, these failing feet. Blinkers, harness me, drag me through suit. No gales gathered, prepared to bolt, ride me, burst me through shrubs. Godspeed. Bon voyage. I wish you the best of luck. Space. I know us doesn't matter to you, but I remember we texted spilling across lazy Saturdays, double space confessions, limerence, bleeding pixels, black between serif. I sent triple hearts. Your face recoiled. I twitching, pulse stuttering, mind flinching at he sent splash emojis, purple devil. Last week, eggplant, no space between hunger and his hands on you. Us is grammar. We, a syntax error. The space since your last message stretches into vacuum. I saw you in the hall. A loud ding shuffling through pocket. Blue light split your face, pupils bursting. Does he hold space for you? With him, no space between lip and cheek, eyes brighter than the screen. Does he hold space, lifting your hips? Mouth on you, moans spilling past drywall. Does he hold space for you? If the curve of your smile measures space, we are an asymptote, two lines that never meet. The vanishing point of the last text you left us. ILYK. I'll let you know. Thank you, guys. My name is Jonathan Toney-Quow. I'm a poet. I used to be a novelist and a singer-songwriter. Thank you for listening to me. You can find me at PROQUOW on Instagram. Thank you so much, guys.
Come on! Hell yeah! Give it up for Jonathan, y'all. That was so beautiful. Thanks for coming back, too, all right? Many repeat faces in the audience. I see Daniel. Thanks for pulling up on us. Consider signing up. Sign-up sheet is still wide open, all right? 6:58. Yeah, it's still open for another half an hour, so consider signing up, people that I'm giving side eyes to. On deck, we got Max. Max, where are you? Hi, Max. Thanks for sticking around. Pale. Okay, but coming to the stage, give it up for Gabe Fields. Energy, 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 all the way to the mic. It's Gabe. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on, Gabe. Stick around, Gabe. Okay, we didn't say thank you to our last, couple of people, right? I tried to make that a thing. Because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, right? So who do I have to say thank you to? Thank you, Doughnutburger. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Jonathan. Don't say thank you to this motherfucker, because he's about to light it up. Then we'll say thank you.
Okay.
Come on, give it up for Gabe. Yes.
This is called Zoran Mamdani.
Yes.
As the rope hugs my neck lovingly, and the sound of screaming or cheering echoes in the distance, a man in a sharp suit and $1 million smile steps out on stage and starts pulling slogans out of his bag. Fast and free. Peace, justice, discounts, savings, buy one, get one, international law, satisfaction guaranteed. You can have all this and more if you call the number on your screen. This time will be different from last time. There is no last time, only now. There's nowhere else, only here. The gallows can work for all, not just the hangman. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. My vision is blurring as the rope squeezes tighter. And are those strings attached to the lapel of his blazer or just rays of light caressing his beautiful face and beautiful smile? Why is he still smiling? Are those his teeth? They're gleaming white and his suit is freshly pressed, but it's an old suit, very old. What's behind that door? The handle is rattling. He says not to open it. Our focus is New York, the Empire State. But is that blood dripping from the ceiling or just ketchup? And who are those people standing behind him? Not executives from Pfizer, UBS Investment Bank, and the Council on Foreign Relations tugging his strings. Not strings! Or maybe they are, and that's good. Well, somebody else can figure that out, because the rope is getting tighter and the screaming is getting louder as I fall out of this world and into another. The same world, its hidden side, a world of the past and the future, where our slogans aren't cheap promises made to be broken, but guides for open battle against the owners, where the hands and minds of the organized workers are the source of our strength, and each blow for freedom loosens the shackles of the colonies. A world where our aims are more than bread and rent. We want power, all of it, and the knowledge to use it to break all chains. Where our basis of fellowship is all toilers, not all New Yorkers. That world has no room for men in old suits who smile for their masters. Thank you. So, I wrote this poem for a Palestine-focused art showcase of a group that I'm a part of called Art for the People. And we are a collective of revolutionary artists who, our focus is using art as a weapon to try and use that to overturn this like a pretty oppressive society. And so we just came up from Miami, actually, and we're looking to find like-minded people who are interested in applying political frameworks to our artwork. So there's a few of us here if you're interested in chatting. We're just trying to get to know people and learn about the scene here. I wrote this poem when I found out that Zoran had said that he's going to keep on Jessica Tisch, who's the current police commissioner. She's like a pretty rabid Zionist, and she led all of the crackdowns on the Palestine encampments at the universities, and under her, the NYPD is labeled like watermelons as anti-Semitic symbols. So yeah, that's a little bit of background about like why I chose to put those topics together. And our Instagram is artforthepeople.nyc. Thank you.
Hell yeah! Okay, we love that. Thank you so much for exercising your freedom of speech. You can do that here. And for those at home, maybe watching in Alabama or a red state, you can still come here, I promise. We don't bite, all right? We don't, okay? But if you are somewhere where such speech is limited, all right, this is where you come, all right, to express yourself and to do your thing, okay? At the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Thank you again, Gabe, for doing that. That was pretty powerful shit. Very, very powerful, all right? All right, I heard, a quick aside. Thank you, Gabe. All right, and another quick aside, and I saw a TikTok and a comedian was like, all right, as a New Yorker, he's like, you're supposed to hate the mayor. I love that. It's like, yeah, go Mamdani, but also fuck Mamdani, all right? You didn't, All right? Fix everything. All right? That's some real shit coming from a person from New Jersey. All right, on deck. Come on now. On deck, we got Annick. Where are you? Annick, you got some comedy ready for us? We're ready to chuckle. Okay, but without further ado, give it up for Max Cohen, y'all. Yes, 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 yes. How about- Welcome to my mic.
Yeah, no, you're doing a great job.
Thanks. I didn't pay you.
Yeah, he didn't. He's going to pay me later. Is the thing. We'll leave it there. Yeah. Damn, I can't see anybody. Hi, I'm Max Cohen. Started performing back in around May at the Nuyo Slam. It's my first time at this open mic, but it's a great time. So this poem is called Lost. It's a poem about addiction. Lost. Many are lost. Many are lost. Most don't make it out. Most don't make it out except for a fucker. Hold on. Lost. Many are lost. Many are lost. Most don't make it out. Most don't except for a shout about of sanity as they grasp for vanity and find it falling, falling, falling endlessly as they shout, have mercy as they shout, it isn't me as they scream, save me as they fall in, tumble in, down in a pit. It's a gift to see them shit where you eat. It's a treat that the decrepit sheet that you sleep on, weep on the futon, fall to your knees, please. Please, please let me be fucker. Hold on. I'm going to start it over. Sorry, guys. Lost. Many are lost. Many are lost. Most don't make it out. Most don't except for a shout about of sanity as they grasp for vanity as they find it falling, falling, falling endlessly as they fall in, tumble in, down in a pit. It's a gift to see them shit where you eat. It's a treat, the decrepit sheet that you sleep on, weep on the futon, fall to your knees, please. Please, please, please leave me, let me be. You can't see where I've been through, what I've been, what I've seen, what I've done. I'm done, no more. I want to forget the past, shut the door on it. I want to rest, but I can't. This takes work, so much work. Can't you see all the work it takes to stay awake for days? I'm not doing this to me. It's not him, it's me. It's the disease. It's not me. I hate me. It's not me. You sicken me. You want to save me. You want to shame me with your presence. Your essence is an affront to my message of hate. What I deserve is hate, nothing more than hate, a disgrace. Let me bleed. Let me bleed all over you. Let me cover you. Let me shower you endlessly, hound you, relentlessly pound you without mercy forever. Help me. I need help. I want you to help me. Can you help me? Lost. Many are lost. Most of us don't make it out of the darkest storms as darkness swarms. Most of us don't make it to the end, till the break of dawn. Poem.
Come on.
Do I have time for one more? All right, here's one more. This is one of the first ones I ever wrote. It's called Beginnings. Recently, the nightmares have gotten worse. They ride black stallions, drag me in a hearse. They sniff at my scars, step out through my eyes. Sometimes they return with a souvenir. I find the world is a terrifying place, but my mind is worse. Because a body can be beaten, caged, but my vicious mind will rage. I wake up in the morning screaming, drowning, shouting out to my family, set me free. But blood feeds on blood, they feed on me. As I lay dying, they drink what's left of me. But that's when you came. You heard my cries, saw my horrified eyes, and you were moved. You heard my cries, saw my horrified eyes, and you knelt down, you held me. It's good to see you again. That's what you say this time, and blessing of blessings, you ask me how I've been. You ask me how I've been, and I cry the most beautiful, joyous tears. You ask me how I've been, and I've cried because for the first time in a long time, the answer is not so grim. Poem. I don't have social media, but I'm around, so just follow me.
Hell yeah, give it up for Max, y'all! Yes! Wow. Thank you, Max. All right, thank you so much for those very personal poems. I love that. Thank you so much. On deck, we got Daniel. Daniel, where are you? Daniel? Hi, Daniel. Okay, the list is still open. There's a lot more people than 8 people here. All right, so please consider signing up for the mic. This is an all-act open mic, mind you. All right, of course, not just poetry. We're going to get some comedians as well coming up to the stage. You can rap, you can sing, you can do anything up here, all right? But you got 5 minutes. So consider, list is still open. All right, on deck is Daniel, but everybody give it up for Annick, y'all. Yes! Hope I pronounce that right. Hey, pal.
All right, I feel bad doing this after all this very deep stuff, but it's gonna be comedy from now on. Sorry about that. I'm currently trying to write a little bit more vulnerable in my comedy, mainly because my writing partner told me to, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that, but we'll try. So one of the things I realized recently is I'm an overthinker. Anybody else? Yeah. I overthink everything. I don't know why. As recently, I met Margaret Cho. Do you guys know her? She's a very famous comedian. And I was invited to a meet and greet. And I was like, oh, I'm going to meet Margaret Cho. Hell yeah, And so I see her. And right away, I go, can I take a picture? I didn't even say hello, nothing. And she's like, sure. And then we took a picture. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck did you just do? And then she goes, are you part of the comedy fest? There was a comedy festival. And I literally said, no, they rejected my tape. And I'm like, what the fuck did you, she's never gonna ask you to open for her, And she followed me recently because she saw a video of mine that went viral. And I was like, so happy she did that, So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna unfollow me. I'm like this idiot. And then in closing, she goes, so what's going on with you? And I go, oh, I was just traveling in Australia and Germany. And she's like, but you live here, right? And in my head, I'm going, oh, if I say no, she's going to be like, you're not relevant because you're not even in the United States, And so I'm like, yeah, I live here, but I also travel. And I lost it, And so I went out and I deleted her follow, so that, because I can't face her unfollowing me, This is bad. I also I used to be a girl. And 2 years ago I became me, and it's a fascinating process because there's so many things that are weird now. For instance, I'm losing my hair for the first time in my life. I know all the guys go through that, but it wasn't even in my cards. As a girl, you don't think about that. I mean, I know that there's women who lose, hair, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna lose. And now I'm like, oh, I have to look into finasteride and minoxidil, which is hair loss shit. And I'm like, how much else do I have to look into? I already know about the tampons and the sizes. I already know about the bra sizes. And as a woman, and and the sexual harassment. So I was like. Pfft. Now I have to deal with hair loss? What the fuck? I want to go back. Sexual harassment. Sexual harassment wasn't that bad, was it? It's bad. And thank you. It's weird. I also have to look into dudes for my emotional support now. That's not good. I tried that. I phoned my friend. I was like, oh, I'm not feeling well, Because usually I go to my female friends, but now I was like, I'm going to try a guy, So I was like, hey, I'm not feeling well. He's like, oh, I'm at the beach. Can I call you in 2 days? I'm like, I'm going to be dead in 2 days, you know. Or I was recently trying to like meet up with a friend. I was like, hey, should we go for coffee? You know, make an appointment, make a date. I don't know, like meet with a guy, you know, should we go for coffee? And he's like, sure, I'm a little busy right now. Can we meet in like a week and a half? And I'm like, that's oddly specific, but okay. And then I followed up a week and a half later, and he like ghosted me. And I'm like, don't tell me you're lonely, you know? It's hard to meet you. So I'm gonna transition back, I think. It's interesting that my body, you know, is giving me the male privilege in this world now, but that my brain is still female, you know, a lot of times. Like I'll be in the, you know, in the dark, I'm like still afraid, or when somebody walks behind me, I'm like, I look over my shoulder, you know, and then I'm like, ugh, you're a dude now. You don't have to be afraid of anything. But my brain is not there yet, you know, it's so weird. And, wait, there was a point there. Thank you. And also with gay guys, I have a lot of gay friends, and I recently realized that as a woman, gay guys are just, they're safe, they're one of us, you know, they're not gonna hit on you, so you're like, you like squeeze them and like, you know, beep, 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 you do that, and I kiss him on the cheeks, you know, and then recently this one gay guy is like, are you hitting on me? And it like totally dawned on me, like, oh, of course he's gonna think that. And then because I look like a dude, right? But in my head, I wasn't even thinking about that. And so I looked at it and I'm like, are you fucking gay? You know, like, homophobia came quick. I love messing with realities though. I don't accept male standards. Thank you. Is that a 1 minute or like this is get off stage? 15 seconds. Thank you. I love messing with male realities though. Every time, you know, I see a guy, I squeeze guys and I, you know, kiss them on the cheek because I think, you know, what the fuck? Why aren't we doing that, right? And then guys look at me and they're like, are you gay? They do the thing to me and I'm like, no, but I used to be a lesbian. It's complicated, you know. All right, thank you so much. Well, now that Margaret Cho unfollowed me, you can follow me at Annick Adelle. Thank you.
I'll be an Asian person you can follow. Don't worry, Annick. I'm right here. All right, I'm your emotional support Asian. All right, and that's it for the list so far. Again, please consider signing up. There's spots available. We don't close it. Huh? I know we got Daniel. I know. But after Daniel, who the fuck do we have? No. We're going to, as I promised in the start of the show, we're going to bring it back to the whoever else wants to go. All right, but first dibs goes to people that have not gone yet, that have not participated class. Okay, so after Daniel, we're going to have a little short intermission where I discuss the events that the Nuyorican Poets Cafe puts on all throughout the weeks that you can, of course, attend aside from this open mic. But before that, give it up from the poetry for Daniel, y'all. Yes, Daniel.
I wasn't expecting a welcome to America when I landed in Atlanta, but your disgusting coming from immigration officer was scary. Not her words, it's the itch to showcase her power that I fear. They always itch and they always scratch their itch. The question is, how hard? In first grade, I asked my teacher if I can go to the bathroom. She says, hold it, you're a big boy. She wants to teach me a lesson, and the lesson is my place. I ask again. She says, cry, babies, cry. So I hold it. The bell rings, and I run as fast as my 6-year-old legs can, but they're not fast enough, and I'm not big enough. And it's always us, the ones who don't have much, who aren't enough. My mom cleans me in the school's backyard. She says, todo está bien, mi amor, as the cold water shames my body naked. The teacher sees me through her window. She never apologizes. They never do. They just scratch, and we don't have much. My mom sells Avon. My dad is a teacher at school. My classmates put markers in my bag, packed of judgment. The teacher believes the poor kids steal. The rich kids are victims, not mean. Their will takes your liberties, your meals, and the less you have, the more they take, and the more they teach you your place. And they are people itching, like the immigration officer saying, "You're disgusting, I apologize." She confuses my apologies with a question and clarifies, "You people are disgusting and only bring illness to this country. I apologize once more," as she stretches her gloves, elastic like my dignity, and says, "That's why I wear this." She itches, and I'm her relief. 1,000 scratches on the wound, so it never scars or heals. The memories of gunshots silencing the streets, silence broken by the screams of mothers crying for their kids. I fear if I stay, my mother will cry. I don't want her to cry. I cried the first time they denied my visa. That night, I woke up in the middle of the night, sweating the reality of no way out. I thought it was a man, but I wet the bed like a boy, and oh boy, I don't fear their words. I fear the itch they have to keep me in place, waiting for a bullet that might not even have my name. Am I complicit if I apologize to soothe their wrath? I'm tired of their scratch. Thank you.
Come on now, you got a standing ovation. You see that, chat? Okay, don't be afraid to come to the New York City to express yourself, chat. I think you got some fans of the revolutionaries in the back, Daniel. Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you, Annick. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, my gosh. I'm so grateful for all of you for performing tonight. And if you haven't, you still have time after this brief words from our sponsor, which is not really a sponsor. It's the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Believe it or not, chat, you are carrying on tradition, all right? This open mic has been going on in some way, shape, or form for decades now. Many artists have approached this mic, musical acts, people like Erykah Badu, Mos Def, Eminem, MF Doom, all right, in our old cafe. So what you're doing here right now is continuing to bear the torch until, of course, our cafe is open again. Now, if you love that idea, right, you'll love our other events as well. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe has been around for more than 50 years as an entity, as an organization, spreading art throughout this section of Manhattan. And now, thanks to the interwebs, the whole world. All right, and you can, let me bring up the script. You can participate in other events with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, and I will explain it to you right now. There it is. I found it. Okay. So, oh, that's not it. Hold on a second. I'm so sorry, Chad. There it is. All right. So, starting with Mondays, all throughout the week, you can hit up some sort of event with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. But let's begin on a Monday, shall we, with the Nuyorican Bowery Slam. How many people have been to a poetry slam? How many people have been to the Nuyorican Bowery Slam? Yes, there's hands. I see it. A couple of people came last Monday. Daniel and Max are pros, as well as I am too. A poetry slam is a competition. It is not like this at all. 15 poets enter our slam. One poet leaves with $20. There's 3 judges. Let's go, $20. I know. All right, there's 3 judges that will judge your performance pieces. All right, and cumulative score wins. All right, even if you don't slam, even if you don't do anything like that, it is a sight to behold. So consider coming to a Monday. This is at the Bowery Poetry Club. It's not here, but at the Bowery Poetry Club. Doors open technically at 6:30, but the real hardcore poets, they line up like an hour before, probably like 5 o'clock, sit in that hallway and wait. And it is such a good place to be a part of the community, I swear. Okay. Host asks for flyer switch. That's me. I'm the host, and the flyer should switch so I can introduce something called the Final Friday Slam. All right, all winners of these Monday slams during the month get invited to the last slam of the month. We call it the Final Friday Slam, happening not on a Monday, but on the last Friday of the month. We've gone through the 10 of them. All right, we're going to 11. All right, we're trying to find the champion of the month. All right, and the winner of that, same rules as our normal slams. Okay, you get judged and all of that, but you win $100. What about that? You like it? You like it? Yeah. Okay. This month will be virtual and free. All right, for wherever you are, you can still tap in. If you know where to go, please visit our website so you can figure out where to go to find that Zoom link. Okay. Yes, you get a $100 cash prize, plus a nomination to compete in our annual Grand Slam. But also, if you haven't qualified during the Monday, if you haven't won a Monday in November, there's still a lottery pick. You can still log in and see if you can throw your hat in to get a chance to slam and win that $100. And a nomination to compete in our annual Grand Slam. We got a Grand Slam at the end of December, our huge event. All right, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to happen at the Apollo Victoria Theater. All right, attached to the Apollo Theater up in Harlem. All right, we did this last year. It's gonna be even in a bigger theater. It's gonna be fucking grand, a real grand slam. All of our winners from the year are invited to slam. We got a great lineup of some of the best writers, I think, in all of the world. Okay, the tickets sales start after our November Final Friday Slam. So after this Friday, you can buy tickets on Ticketmaster. Okay. And you get $1,000. The winner gets $1,000. Isn't that amazing? Fuck yeah. And on top of that prize, you get a chance to participate in the 2026 Nuyorican Slam team. Now that's pretty cool. If you know the history about poetry, spoken word, so many poets that are more recognized, people like Saul Williams, Aja Monet, Mahogany Brown. These are spoken word artists that still carry the torch to this day. They have been a Nuyorican Slam team member in the past. So it's just a great honor to be a part of the Slam team. Just in general, you get to tour, you get to compete in other slams across the country. It's pretty dope. And as I said, an honor to be a part of that Slam team. So the winner of the Grand Slam gets to participate with the 2026 Slam team. All right. But if slams are not your cup of tea, all right, they're not everybody's cup of tea, you can still visit us at the open mic here at courtesy of the Loisaida Center. Okay. Our first Wednesday of the month, of every month, okay, is a special mic. It's called Wow. Can everyone say wow? Wow. Okay, it's Women Orator Wednesday. That's what the acronym stands for. It's an all-act women open mic specifically for women and women representing peoples. All right, so you have your own space. Men, you can pull up. Meh. All right, you allies, you can pull up. But the women and women representing peoples are the one that's showcased. An all-act open mic just like this one, but it's for them. Okay. Guys can still perform, but you're going to be fucking set up for last, I swear. All right. Every Wednesday after that, you can meet me here again, okay? At another Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday open mic, all-act open mic. Shout out for Annick for doing some comedy today, but we see everybody. We see rappers, we see singers, people strumming their guitars, poetry, of course, all right? So if you're a comedian, please tell your poet friends. If you're a poet, tell your comedian friends, all right? We're out here doing this mic. All mics at the Loisaida Center are live stream for the YouTube. Hello, YouTube. You get a high-quality audio and video capture of all your performances. And the door is open at 6 o'clock, and signups begin then as well. And it's hosted by me. There's my soft, round face. You see it in that circle right there? All right, that's a terrible picture. I have to change that. Okay. Many other events out of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, like an online open mic. How many people have participated in that online mic? Anybody here? All right, so you're going to do it. You're going to participate. It's weekly, every Thursday. And Paul, how much is it? It's free to do it. So if you have to go back to Alaska, if you have to go back to wherever you came from, all right, you can still participate in the Nuyorican Poets Cafe event. It's pretty sick. We did it all through COVID. It has a really strong community. The room is always filled virtually, okay? We also have a slam workshop online, second Tuesday of the month. That is for free. If you want to sharpen your poetry slam skills, we have an open mic called the 1,000 Words Open Mic at the International Center of Photography. That's hosted by the safe round face guy, me, Brian the Motel guy, okay? So I don't know when the next one is, but hey, you can tap into nuyorican.org/calendar or scan that QR code to hear about that event when it is and other events. We have outdoor and indoor poetry events all over the city. Now, let's get serious for a second. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is a nonprofit. Okay, it's been a nonprofit, and it's a great opportunity for me to work at a place like this because that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go corporate or anything like that. I wanted to work with something that's about the community. Okay, it's a nonprofit 501c3 organization, of course. That means that ticket sales and the grants that we received, I think we received one from the Poetry Society in Chicago recently, which is fucking fantastic. But these things don't cover all of our expenses. So please consider in this season of giving to donate to a fantastic nonprofit that is not only a place where you can perform, but it is also an educational space, all right, for budding writers and people that want to express themselves, all right? And any donation, $20 donut, $20,000, tax deductible. All right, so consider also subscribing to our Patreon page for the low price of $10. It's a season of giving. I think you should try if you have the scratch in your pocket to donate. End of halftime promo script. How did I do? Okay, I'm gonna fucking memorize it. I swear to God, chat. I swear to y'all. All right, I'm gonna memorize this one day. Man, it is only 7:30. We are technically hard out of here at 8:30, so we can fit a lot of people in the second half. All right, if you'd like to join us. So, what I'm gonna do now is ask you to raise your hand if you'd like to go again or go for the first time. Anyone that didn't go up yet would like to perform. Did you perform back there? You did not. What is your name? Alejandro? Okay, I want to pronounce that right. All right, Alejandro, you got dibs along with anyone else that didn't go yet. Who didn't go yet and would like to just share whatever they got? I'm waiting for you. Okay, that's fine. I think you still got time. All right, now I'm going to open the list up to the people that already signed up. Who wants to go again? All right, they warmed up, but now they're ready to do their thing again. All right, Kathleen. I saw Donut first, then it's Kathleen, then it's Anna, then it's Daniel. Who else? Is that Jonathan? Okay. Who else? Max? Who else? We got time. Okay. Going once, going twice. Sold. On deck is Donuts. But before we begin, hold on. Let's take a deep breath, y'all. All right, let's reset a little bit. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. We shared some shit tonight, chat. I think we're going to share some more. Okay, so on deck, we got Donut. Everybody give it up for the first time tonight for Alejandro, y'all. Yes! Energy, 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 energy. Alejandro's here. He's here. He's here. He's going to come. You can sit on the stool. You don't have to.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Do your thing.
I'm grateful to see some Miami people here. Yes. I'm actually in from Miami for the break. So I'm from Pinecrest. Pinecrest. Yes. Hi, Aaliyah. Look at that. Okay, we're representing. I like it. New to the whole slam thing, so I'm just gonna read aloud what I have. This poem is called Ranch Work. Riding in pairs, working in pairs, they ride separately, rounding up the billowy evening like cowmen. They are not necessarily common, accountants, maybe, teachers, Beth and Peter F. But they're herding their cattle nonetheless. The cows that drag behind stretch their eyes and see the other beasts that need tending to, filing to wherever they are led. Flat rumps horizon to withers, under which dull faces set, like the sun. Watching from afar, the lush of their kind can soothe even a cowman. But unchecked, the strongest oxen barrel forward the herd to who knows what disastrous effect, at the office where you work, or in your marriage, that stampede of spouses, which is you and her, in every iteration of your worst selves. Your oxen faces flare red with a rage so like a drawn sun that one can hardly meet the other's gaze. The cowman you tints all the windows in his Bugatti or takes up life abroad until the car stalls or the mistress dies or a simpler vice falls short. The children you'd hoped for don't improve your life, at least not always. Margaret, 5, spilling soda on the nice tablecloth and, rather than turning the glass upright, watching the liquid froth. The stain ravenous for a change in disposition, and you unruly enough to ask so plainly, why am I not happy? Long enough, my cows have veered where they wished. It's night. The horizon seems nearer in black. My sight is old and cataracted. Help me, will you? Herd with me. And ignore, please, the burnt face that now and then can be discerned from the dark it gathers. Thanks.
Well, thank you for summoning the gumption enough to perform tonight. All right, signing up last minute. We love that. They surprise us the most. Give it up. Thank you, Alejandro. Why, we love that. So nice of you, everyone. All right, on deck we got Kathleen. Kathleen, where are you? You still here? Or are you serving stuff at the cafe? All right, no, you're still here. You're about to serve it up again. But first, give it up for donuts, y'all. Yes! Donuts coming back! With a Christmas poem this time.
That's good. My name's Russell Theodore Mullen. When I do things creatively, I use the name Doughnutburger, Doughnut Burger, on Instagram. If you want to see the work I do 9 to 5 to earn money, that's enabled me to come to New York for 3 times now in the past few years. On Instagram, look for Mr. Paint Mixer. Now, I'm not one to reinforce stereotypes here, but I've got a tea trilogy I'd like to share with you today in 3 parts. Palm posture, mountain seat. I'll take a cup of positive tea. Oh, sorry, I should start again. When I say biscuits, I mean cookies. And when I say bogs, I mean toilets. I'll take a cup of positive tea, a sip and slurp with biscuits, on my own, or again with plenty of moody, maligned misfits, frantic fidgets, drunken dogs with owners selling secret fogs. In the bogs, there is some bliss. A high bad boy almost would kiss all of the floor, avoiding piss. Walk away, back to the cuppa, up a slanted set of stairs. All the cares of all the world unraveling to be unfurled. So, speak freely when drinking tea. It's time to joust with words. With me. Chamomile and redbush. Teapot. Teapot. Trickle me with tea. I am not a biscuit. I will not get soggy. Hot rush. Hot flush! Flooding over me. I've got all the biscuits that nobody shall see. And spelt as it would be with a double O, this is T2. Have the piece of my pie. Be the slice of my cake. Look me straight in each eye. Our sweet time we will take to wander beyond what brought us together. Times we're apart, I ponder, reflections. Whether we weather, deflect insurrections from my insecure, destructive desire. Pile up all our joy and set it on fire. Cool me. Soothe me. Don't abuse me. A final form I'm fitting in to greet each day as I begin. I'm open, always listening. Let's dance, my dear. We smile, we sing. Thank you.
Okay, but don't follow him home because it might take a long time. Where are you coming from?
Northwest England.
Northwest England. Shout out to Northwest England. All right, hope this encourages anyone across the pond or any time zone to come over here to New York City and do their thing, perhaps on holiday. Okay, I know y'all go on holiday a lot, so fucking come over here and do your thing. All right. On deck, we got Anna. There you are, Anna. Thank you, Doughnutburger. That'll be the only time you'll ever say that. All right? Isn't that sick? Okay, but coming to the stage, give it up for Kathleen, y'all. Yes! Kathleen's coming up! Hi, Kathleen.
Too low, too high.
Too high.
Thank you.
Lower.
Standing on line, I think of the lies I have told in this town to be included, to remain. There's that line, I'm bent with intent. Was that the line I swore I would not cross? There it went, blew right past. It is poison. The line is a stain. When I cross that line, I'm with them, chummy, looking the other way, so I'm allowed at the banquet, so I'm invited. Look, they're dancing in a line. Oh, no, so this is the line. That line back there, this is the line I will not cross. That line back there, virtually invisible. And now I'm so comfortable. No one can be expected to respect that line. Line up for what you're willing to not see, to have access. Hold a key. There is no safety. We keep each other safe behind the line, because the soul goes fallow while we cultivate flesh. Can't meet our meagers, raising blisters, worrying a wet towel between them, peels, vellum for their catechism, inked with a compound of ritual and itch. Bled well and often, then shown the slightest kindness, the succubus loves, like a hostage, gratified in shadow drag crossing between scenes, heels uneven, explaining this trippy 5/8 signature wobble. To grasp this, I'll have to unclench my fist. I exist to function as evidence that their viciousness is some jealous myth, an understanding entre nous on that side of the line, where I finally find I do not care for their kind. What I pine for is poems we sing in the street, next to our neighbors whose names I know, allowing each other sightlines to someplace loving where everyone is fed. Instead, I am cover for hothouse bodies of infinite hunger who will grind my bones to paste for a percentage of a penny. That's who I'm appeasing. When I look the other way, I look the other way. Exclusivity is made entirely of mirrors. I look the other way so I don't have to watch myself stepping across that line one more time.
Yes! Oh, give it up for Kathleen! Kathleen! I know you're coming from far. Where are you coming from? Alaska. We got Alaska in the chat. Yes! They got skill. They got bars in Alaska. Fucking A. I went to Anchorage once for a movie for 24 hours. I was stuck in the trailer the whole time. It was cold as fuck. Just have to throw it. Yeah, it was cold as hell. I played a police officer. Yikes. That ain't good. I hope that footage don't come out. A-cab? All right. I hope that. They can't. I think they cut me out of the film. That doesn't exist because it never happened. Anyway, so. No. All right. Okay. I don't even remember what it was fucking called. I don't know. John Voight's in it, which is a double yikes. If you fucking know that motherfucker. All right. Anyway, who's next? Fucking. Oh yes, Daniel's on deck. Give it up. All right, Daniel. Sit tight, because before you comes Anna. Give it up for Anna, y'all. Yes, Anna.
Thank you. All right. So Nietzsche once said, one ought to have a chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star. That's a quote from Nietzsche, and this is my response to that quote. It's called Soul or Dancing Star. Falling feeling in my gut, Icarus soars to the furthest star that beckons and calls from the maw of a black hole. He thinks he's found the answer to the dilemma of life affirmation in all the destruction and pain, walking in circles midst open questions. He sees his star in the mind's eye, feels the time wrap itself around the rigid clock. Hands in rhythmic spirals inching towards the witching hour. Eyes shut, spaceship shudders. Chaos swallows his mind. Shattered into 1,000 yes, he sees me dance in the ashes. Next one is just a little background. It was a response to, I worked for a little while as a night shift hospice worker. So this is kind of context, okay? It's called, actually I'm not gonna say what it's called because it's gonna be a finishing line. Okay, here we go. Caged lights, neon eyes, people thirsty for connection line the bar. As I crunch through peppered pistachios and thin layers of ice, simple pleasures of life, I flash to yesterday night at my job. Matt, 28, coughs up his morphine dose, his body numb from waist down, rippled, burning up, smiles at his wife, who is singing him Kumbaya, as I try to focus on improving my sketches in the adjacent room, glancing at the shadows on a screen, at the specks of light dancing across the dusty gray, at the pink sunrise hanging above the hills, at my own anemic thoughts and beautiful dread. Night watch. It's not conjunctivitis, says my jogging buddy. You're just crying wrong. A woman walks barefoot through the park. Puddles, fog, Elmo shirt, glass eyes. A blue man always on a bridge at sunset. Knows constellations, planet locations, keeps the chestnut I gave him last summer in his coat pocket. What is he doing here 9:30? No stars tonight, just fog. Laundromat smokers try to out-yell Vera on my playlist. World is a disc, as Terry Pratchett once aptly noted, pirated and cracked. Mist on my face, hands on fountain grass, I forgot the touch of a lover. God pierced through the hole in the fog, content. One more? Is it okay? Okay. I like long hair on gentle men and strong women. I like to imagine them letting me touch it without commitment to have dinner or exchange numbers. I like eyes with darkness so deep that it hurts to look, but I know I'll regret it later if I don't. I like scarlet light in the bedroom possessing us with its impatient fingertips in my mouth while you speak into me with a sonnet in your seashell voice, shifting into white noise of our merging souls.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Moving right along on this surprise list, we have, well, Daniel's next, but on deck we got Jonathan. You still here, Jonathan? All right, you're going to tell us more about chiffon? I love it. I can't wait to hear it. That's like that was my favorite word of 2024. Chiffon. You don't have favorite words of the year? Fuck. Don't fucking lie. Chiffon. All right. I like when he does it, though. Okay, Jonathan's next. Give it up for Daniel, y'all. Daniel, you're here. Okay, go. Do your thing, Daniel.
Thoughts emerge as... Okay, got it. Thoughts emerge as threads, and like a loom, my mouth weaves a tapestry with history, oppression, myth, and rebellion. My voice is a fabric torn by apathy and cultural genocide. I'm forced to play hide and seek with corn to find the unsung who whisper our traditions woven won't die. And with my hands stuttering, I wonder if I should become a weaver or not. After all, I'm the descendant of both the victim and the victimizer, the bastard child of so many. My last name is lost to convenience. The tradition in my blood thins generation after generation, from riches to rags, from queens to maids, born to the leftovers. My lineage is poverty. I didn't know how to use a fork because poor eats with its hands, because maize and tortilla is my God. I'm a maize eater looking for myself beyond the whips, beyond the stepmother tongue and the God who only wants my blood and sweat. I'm afraid kneeling is a taste acquired after centuries of flesh-eating whips, so I no longer pray or believe in a heaven that never welcomed me. Instead, I remember. My dad taught me the stars had names and they can be used to navigate, that the cosmos has a rhythm, that in contemplation there's knowledge as the sun sets. At Chichen Itza during the fall equinox, a shadow slithers down the stairs of the step pyramid, a scale sundial marking the seasons like trees in the forest, like leaves in the wind, like a melody on a flute. Time, a name, rhythm, cock tune, 20 years, back tune, 400 years, tick tock tune, fish coming out of the sea, growing feet, scales, and feathers. I want to speak. Fish coming out of the sea, growing feet, scales, and feathers. I want to speak with Jawas like my ancestors after walking on water 20,000 years before Jesus Christ. I want to spit feathers and birds who used to be caged. I am the miracle, son of man, son of monkey, son of reptile, son of fish, son of stars, son of the universe. Thank you.
I love that. That was fucking fire, dude. Hell yeah. Okay. See, isn't this interesting what this has transformed into? Don't you feel it? Though it feels like a little group therapy. It feels like just something. All right? Right, Chad? Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Okay. Coming up to the stage. Oh, well, on deck we got Max. But coming up to the stage, give it up for Jonathan, y'all. Yes! Okay, fit. Damn. Look at you. Look at you. I mean, we are matching, but yeah. Look at those shoes. We love it. The fit is crazy. It's crazy.
This one is called Alien. It's about the migrant crisis. Abscond, addled awake by quake of boots on ground. Firing squad swapped with Geppetto-strung suits. Abscond from dry land made barren. Steal by boat, risk scurvy, risk drowning. Foam screams, freezing in brine, bubbles barely breaching Gulf dawn. I wonder how we abscond from wonder, childlike, from touching fingers twinkling, sharing fates and healing wounds. How we tell them, phone home, while shackling hands lifting scythe to capture stardust in maize, cornfields, the yield of an alien abducted, probed, snatched from USO, where drowning foam meets dry land made barren. Drawing up crop in circles from this moon crater earth, where our maize has turned husk. Thanks. This next one I don't have memorized. Sorry. This one is called Hollywood. And the groves were full of idols. 2 Kings 23:7. The druid's wood wand extends west, bearded, linen tunic, golden brooch at breast. He limps past Oakwood Ave, enters sin. Techno pumps through the club, bassy oomphs, clean trim in stark black, neon knives the eyes. The overarching cyclops, the dance floor projector, casts grids across sticky, spirit-soaked floors. The sheen of stale liquor bounces back colors from the panoramic blare of the spinning cyclops, a disco mosaic. He's ushered in by BBLs, tummy tucks, fat necrosis, saromas pressed beneath fajas, grins caked beneath painted eyes. The rod erect at center stage glows. The druid forgets his limp. His pupils bloom beneath the lights. A woman, latex-clad, saunters on stage, hurling clothes at the crowd. Men whoop as the fever breaks. She maneuvers the pole so deftly it could split into a dowsing rod. She's a nymph, the patrons murmur, leaning in, throwing tender at the stage. Is the pole she wields metal or wood? The druid can't tell. The grid lines blur between forest and asphalt, God and architect, and in bliss wide-eyed, he could spontaneously combust down to the quick. A wicker man. The nymph bends around air. The cyclops drops a beam, divining her sequin. A revelation of light on the Asherah pole. She climbs to second heaven. Thank you, guys.
Okay, give it up for Jonathan. And now, again, give it up for Max, y'all. Let's get through it. Let's get through it, Max. Come on, Max. Like my plant, Max.
Is that yours? Oh man, you're just playing with me. Okay. This poem is called Blindness. I don't understand how the world sits low in the sky. I don't understand why the world sits low, hanging in a way, reflecting back a sense of passive defeat. I don't understand. Do you understand why the world sits low? Why it holds a sense of hopelessness beneath itself, beneath the cold that encases in its fold? Do you understand? I can't understand. And time and time again, I strain to stand on the edge of understanding, resenting the moments that pass in a sense of fitful rage, myself in a cage as I blink and see the world hanging low. How can I understand? How can I begin to understand the sense that encases you, erases you, ceases to sleep as it chases you down and down until sleep is at its end? How can I understand? How can I stand on the ground that is moving, shaking as the world is in the sky, hanging low? Where will I go when it begins? Where will my sins take me, drain me of my life, my wife, my kin? Where will I go when it begins? The sense that I can't shake is like a stake in the heart. When will it end, but alive does it start? I don't understand how the world sits low in the sky. For I am standing on the world, yet I see it hanging in my mind's eye. Poem. And then this one I wrote like 2 weeks ago. Where the fuck are you? New shit, yeah. I mean, that was like, I never performed that one. I wrote that a while ago, but that was like old shit, new shit. New old shit. Where? Old shit. But this is like new shit. Once I actually, once I find where the new shit is hiding in my notes app. that would just be too messy. Sorry, chat. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. This poem is it's got, okay. I want you to cry. I want you to cry as you die the upteenth time and sigh when you're done as you appreciate the delicate state you are in when you begin to see the rays of sun. Death. It has come once again, my friend. We have made it to the end. We have made it once again. It's just begun. The sun sets again, a rising, setting sun, so much done. Yet so little to do, so much done. Yet so little me and you. The view from up here on Mount Tam is as serene as can be. Words can't disturb the visions I've seen. Words can't stir what I've seen with my eyes from up here. Death. It has come again. Come, my friend, embrace the end of the pain today. You'll save face by showing your friends what's true. Save face in the unusual way of staying authentic through and through to you. Find what it is that is listening. Find what it is that is aware. Hint, you cannot. Awareness has no spot or center, or each point is the center, or awareness is. The bliss that this is not mere bliss, not bliss, it is. Words cannot perturb the state I'm in. Words cannot break through. I hope you find me, dear reader. I hope you'll find me in the absence and awareness in you. I am not lost. You are not lost. I hope you'll find me. We have much to say to each other in silence. Awareness is. I hope you'll find me, dear reader. Find me. Hint, you cannot. I hope you find me, dear reader, and when you can't, I know that your smile will sing through too. Poem.
Yes! Give it up for Max, y'all! I got good news, chat. We still have a lot of time left until 8:30, just saying, so we can keep going. If you are ready, if you have more stuff in your notes app, if you got some stuff, please consider sharing. We still have time. So, I'm gonna do a poem, okay? And then thanks. They're like, fuck that shit. Go follow me at LT Motel and Brian Acosta Arya if you want to see the poem I'm about to do. That was so good. That was the best moment of my professional life. Yeah, I know, they fake ass. No, those other two people, those 4 people that just walked out. Okay. It's okay. It's all right. We're still here. It's okay. We don't have family. We're still here. All right. So, okay. Again, a flash third round after this poem. Who wants to go again? 3 minutes on stage. 3 minutes. Kathleen and Anna. Anybody else? If you got another, okay. We can do. Doughnutburger. Okay. So I won't even do a poem. No, fuck that shit. Let's. No. This was just to fill out time, guys. We never did a third round before. We did. Okay. Okay. So I'll do a poem really quick, and then we got. We'll try to fit everybody in. Anna, Kathleen, 3 minutes, everybody though. 3 minutes or less. Doughnutburger and Jonathan. Yes, Jonathan, you're gonna close us out after. Okay, you're gonna close us out. You good with that? Anybody else? No. Okay. Cool. Thanks. All right. So I'm gonna read some stuff. Because I know this is recorded, and I might as well have a copy of it for myself. All right, you're like, Brian, the motel guy, what's that all about? I run a motel in New Jersey, I do. I document that journey of running a motel and working the night shift. All right, shout out to my night shift workers, past and present. And it's a job, it's a rough job. But there's a reason why I work at a motel, because I lived in a motel for a very long time. And that's kind of my backstory. All right, my dad owned it, all right? And I wrote a poem about being the manager's kid. Starts with a question: what is it that radicalized you to consider a standard applies? The basic is fair. The space that we share should be acres a square, full of ample supplies, you know? The answer for me, not unlike yours, the lore is the same. Someone modeled it for you to name. Empathy entered itself into frame and was actualized. Follow the thread. The place that I grew up, you went to pursue an honest reset. No complex apartment, but complex in that it was more of a motel. There's a lot to be said about who pull up to that lot and be fed. The manager made it to fit every budget. He'd even say, fuck it, and spot you a bed, you and your partner. Empathy entered, and it was my father. The manager mentioned he kept me a part of his business by having me live in the back room. Attached to the office, a towel and vacuum. Don't pity the squalor. Similar growth has been done by the young in such liminal space. The castle was safe. Aside from the dragon that burnt herself up when she lit up her face, you lived through the trauma and covered the breaks, given close quarters like cutting a cake next to the TV that played babysitter or monitor showing this business of grace, security cam. My earliest memory witnessed the shipwrecks that littered the harbor, the family of 5 seeing trouble ahead, needing 2 double beds because eviction had caught them for fishermen's sake. I'd watch this unfold, eating cold cherry Pop-Tarts, the CCTV recording the tape for hours on end. Guest after guest, both white and blue collar, resigned to reside at this highway, Valhalla off Route 46. I'd run wild with all the welfare kids. I hated that phrase. My mother, the dragon, described with disdain how the government gave them too many handouts, and my father was not being man of the house, how often his softness would cost him a sale, because sometimes those checks would get lost in the mail. She'd huff till she puffed herself off to a nap, and all that had stuck with me watching it back on that CCTV with the manager's suite, with a sink full of roaches I'd catch in my sleep. All this fuss about welfare, fair if you're blind, but when will someone come and care about mine? The addict that's lost in the air of her ways, and the misguided man with too much on his plate. I'd sift through the bias that conspired about, then up on the doorman, can Brian come out? Just a minute. There's a limit to depression, I guess. Watching MTV with my friends at the desk, Monique and Jamal, who lived down the hall, whose all worked a job that I couldn't recall. They'd teach me the TLC waterfall dance and about half a dozen old double Dutch chants. It's like we ran us a summer camp, needless to say. Remember the cabin checks even today, how my father would warn not to enter their rooms, but how else will we fill up these water balloons with no faucet to tap? We'd be desperate to find one. Besides, what's the big secret to hide from? I'd sneak. Saw what's forbidden to see. The welfare kids were living like me. Same ugly curtains. Same broken pulley. Certain exceptions, theirs weren't drawn fully to block out a world that wouldn't have tread in a place where you had to sleep foot to a head. I resisted to push back the panel of shade because I knew that no matter how much we relayed, it's a matter of fate. It's callous as shit. They'll have to move out. I'm the manager's kid. What is it that radicalized you to consider a standard to live? Because they just cut aid to all manners of this. Lay down your privilege. The battles we risk. Thank you. I got flashed at my own open mic. Wonderful. Okay. You can find more of that on my Instagram page at Brian Acosta Arya, and also follow me on TikTok at LT Motel. We continue on. On deck, we got Kathleen. You still here, Kathleen? Huh? We got to sign up? Herisa, are you ready to go? Yeah. All right, we'll bring up one performer and then we'll get you on, okay? Or are you ready? Okay. I'll give you a second to put down your shit, okay? And then get up here. Give it up for Kathleen, y'all. Kathleen, yes! Welcome back.
Raise it.
Don't raise it.
Don't raise it.
Come on, Brian.
So I did this in the hallway at the Slam, but it didn't make it onto stage. So first time on the mic for this. One bridge. With only one bridge in or out of this town, does it strike you as foolish to burn it, baby? Compare me to that woman one more time. My back teeth grind. Secret. Resentment. Do I keep my secrets, or do they keep me? Gaudy, vulgar, like a rent-free whore blows a landlord, covers her debt, accumulating, lacquered, in spandex, hugging speed bumps, stopping traffic, revealing nothing, ventured, resplendent in gutter glitter, imitating opulence, attracts all the wrong sort of appetites. Still, one must eat. So, she eats it, because she needs it, and she wants you to feed it to her manicured hands, being busy, weaving secrets, constructing conflicting histories, contriving privilege, poses, and a puddle water junkie adding depth to the dimples and a teardrop ass on sale now for the low, low price of a blank check buys a body. Showroom ready, daddy, tottering, stilettoed hellion, embracing action lacking consequence, frippery in costumes, skins and furs of animals, sacrifice to vanity, and she smells like candy, burnt, coated to the burnt edges of platinum hair she is teasing. I am tempted. While I swallow this bitter petty penny, rather spat would wound her with resentment, the secret I am weaving. And you compare me.
Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen. Okay. On deck, we have, Donut, right? You're on deck, but coming up to the stage. You ready? All right, give it up for Herisa, y'all. Yes! Don't know what they're doing, but they're going to do it.
Oh, thank you. You know, I'm a little tall. Okay, so just a quick introduction. My name is Herisa Stanislaus. I go by Herisa the Traveler. I'm an international spoken word artist. I perform throughout Europe, the United States, and now the Caribbean. And I'm originally from Brooklyn, so woo! I'm excited to be back. I'm currently based in Boston. So it took the literal like a bus here and a train and all that. So I literally just got here and I'm really happy to be here. So this poem is called A Black Queen in Her Crown. Before I start, I like engagement. Everybody say A. Amen. Amen. Say what? Can I get a Yes. One historical fact before I start. Raise your hand if you know about the Crown Act. So it's legislation that makes it illegal to discriminate against black hair that grows out of my scalp or wearing twists or locks. And then actually I'm gonna add another one. Have you heard of Palenque, Colombia? No? So Palenque, Colombia is the first free town. People who were enslaved in South America would chart their escape route and would braid that escape route through their hair. So hair is more than hair. It is beauty, it is freedom, it is power. So a black queen in her crown. See, a black queen in her crown will slay every day, whether it comes from the top of her scalp or the bottom of the floor, from lower back, mid back to a bob under her chin in a sculptural masterpiece. Because as Beyonce said, I didn't come to play, I came to slay. When you see her with the fresh braids, know she has an upcoming birthday, new job, party, or my personal favorite, a trip. Oh yes, honey, travel hair. As you can see, these are my travel twists that I learned how to do myself because I ball on a budget. I'm a proud graduate of YouTubeversity. I said, self, you got this, and I did. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If it's a crop top, baby, I'm gonna wear it. But if you have the time to blow dry your hair and follow the myriad of rules, you can get it done by a true professional. See, a true professional is a mathematician. Black women braiders have PhDs in geometry. They part their hair with the precision of a scalpel and the artistry of a genius. These God-blessed braids give Imani facelift because she will snatch you into excellence and lay them edges for the gods. But remember, it's a marathon, not a race. It can go for hours and hours and hours. I got sculpted arms from the fortitude it takes to do my own hair and others. It's no wonder it's been used as literal roadmaps to freedom by people who bravely escaped human trafficking, kidnapping, rape, murder, in other words, slavery. To this day, how we style our hair is often controversial and powerful. We literally need legislation to prevent discrimination. Oh, to be a Black woman is an exclusive club of which you have to be born into to truly understand the beauty of our power and grace, often imitated but never duplicated. We are quite simply part of the divine and universal design with creativity dripping from our fingertips and lips as we sip on the ambrosia of our swag. We are wordsmiths. Ain't no one gonna bless you like a Black woman's praise. We could hype you with 2 words. Okay, skin. Yes, hair. Our natural ability has made us work too hard. We've been labeled strong, powerful, resilient at the expense of our humanity. But, and it's a big but, we also deserve ease, softness, light, diamonds in air and aerial views of seas, cities, and monuments, for we are a monument upon the society. Our words used in national advertisements to sell products without the profit. Like Viola said, pay me what I'm worth. You want to use our voice, our likeness? Okay. Then add them zeros, baby. I want the check to look like a phone number. So cut the check as it hit the deck to swaying these braids, because a Black queen in her crown will always amaze. And while I understand the gaze, please don't touch. Thank you. Yes. Please follow me on Instagram at Herisa the Traveler, Herisa, Herisa the Traveler. Thank you.
Give it up for Herisa traveling all the way over here. All right, your efforts haven't gone unnoticed, and of course, you can have a copy of your performance after the live stream is over. That was just live streamed. All right, so $10 got you all that recorded. Okay. All right, stick around. We still got a couple more acts for the open mic. All right. Donuts up next. Anna, you're on deck. Okay, give it up for Doughnutburger. Yes. He's back, y'all.
Thank you, Ben. So a few short things. Quite old, but I haven't performed them before. Old shit, but new shit. This one is called Yo, 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 Kiddo. Your face is ace. Your hair don't scare. Your feet are neat. Your knees do please. Your eyes surprise. Your spirit flies. Your thighs tell truths, not ever lies. Your voice is choice. Well, wicked good. Your being beams. I hoped it would. This is called Of Queen. The morning almost over, as now winter starts to fade away from us. Dear bees, please buzz. For us, your friends, we need you. Lots. More than runny honey pots. For life itself, weak at the knees, with the thought of no more bees. Thank you. Bish bash bosh, give a dog a nosh. Bosh bash bish, fuck a fucking fish. Bish bosh bash, lick a cat's gash. That little poem was called A Plan, but moving on from that, I'd like to just go, it's called And Relax. 5 is forwards. 4, don't stop. 3, to me, is what 2's not. 1 alone can be with naught. So forget your every thought. Thank you, guys.
Yes, Doughnutburger. Man. Oh, shit. Okay. Next 2 performers, 1 poem each. Thank you very much. All right. Jonathan, you're on deck. Give it up for Anna, y'all. Anna, one more time. For old time's sake.
1 poem or 2 poems? Okay. The only way that I'll be free. I close my eyes and you're there. Rewind 14 years. My soul on fire, tears flow, my hands are shaking, my thoughts are melting, spilling out on the paper. I haven't slept and hardly eaten, my body's growing weak, the energy is building. November 25th, I need to see you. I take the train to the city, try to ignore the stares and the whispers. I get inside the building, walk the halls, newspaper clippings on the walls, snippets of our conversation. I run from Lincoln Center downtown into the park. There's performance in the middle of the square. The actor swallows swords. The crowd's laughing. A stranger wants to take my picture and I let him. A dog is barking viciously and tries to rip the leash. Your words are ringing in my head about liberation. It's getting dark. I look for subway to go back home. I'm disoriented. I enter a coffee shop. People steal the glances. Two women sit right next to me. One of them is wearing a bracelet, the one with eyes all over. They speak and tell our story. The music's playing and my tears are pouring. Fast forward 14 years. I sleep and eat and walk. I paint and write. Strangers talk to me. I take the pictures. It gets intense sometimes, the energy that's building. I breathe and think of you. The only way that you'll be free is if you rip my heart out of my chest, for you are always there. Thank you, guys. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Anna, one N, dot, art is life, one word.
Thanks, Anna. Art is life. I love that handle. Thank you so much. Now, to close us out, give it up for Jonathan, y'all. Yes! We did it! You're back! You got something else?
Yeah.
Something in the
Well, it's
chamber?
not new shit, but it's what I perform.
Okay, let's do it.
This one is called Grains of Rice. Grains of rice run through my hands and mix with blood. Abrasive toil beneath a molten tyrant. My hands are clay like pots that guard the keys to farmhouses filled with oxen. Sweetest breath of acetone and filth. You said my sweat tasted like hay in highest mirth and lowest country. My worth is yours to take. You drink the blood that runs through bruises, blackened hands from birth and not from sun. I measure days and movement of your hips across scythed fields. I'll find you there, where Shango meets Lost Mojo bags on railroads north, a beaten back, an axe to separate wheat from chaff and larger meadows. A lightning strike to flash your face through mine and rain to stow away the tears. Cracking open pots of clay, closing hand to grasp the very thing that falls through fingers, grains of rice.
Wow. What a way to round out another Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. Thank you so much for sharing. Jonathan, thank you, Jonathan. Okay, thank you, chat. Wasn't that nice? All right, consider coming here, please, and thank you. But, of course, may I reiterate a few things? Let's really close this out the way I like to, with some notes for everyone here. All right, I listened to all your pieces. I tried to gather some stuff, things that I got to chew on, words, phrases. Forgive me if I fuck things up, but I want to read it back to you because I am so proud of you for introducing me to your world. All right, let's start off with Anna. Thank you so much, Anna. Anna said some stuff tonight. Things like, I want to rhyme my reality with my dreams. Those that why have a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Right. It's still cool, though. You chose to put it in your poem to say, the crow laughed at the latest draft of my life. I told him to fuck off. I think Nietzsche would say that, too. I love that. One ought to have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. That was Nietzsche. But then you said, eyes shut, spaceship shudders, chaos utters his mind. He sees me dance in his ashes. Bars. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Oh, then you said cage nights, neon lights, my own anemic thoughts and beautiful dread. Fucking bars, come on. I love it. Kathleen came through like a storm with that first piece, all right? But were you a waitress or on a wait staff? I think you were like, don't take me, just get it out of here. I love that. You brought us there. And all the pieces that you spoke, I tried to gather some lines that I liked. It is poison, the line is a sting. When I cross that line, I'm with them. The soul goes fallow when we cultivate flesh. I heard that. I'm like, holy shit, that shit was hot. The succubus loves like a hostage. I love that. To grasp this, I have to unclench my fist. What I pine for is poems we sing in the street. Exclusivity is made entirely of mirrors. Good stuff, Kathleen. Thank you so much for joining us today. Doughnutburger opened up with a Halloween poem. I have a Halloween poem. I should have done that one tonight. You were like spatulas once owned by Dracula. That shit's hot. Away you will walk, no more shall we talk. My sources are forces awakened and reckoning. Very, very well written. Thank you so much for that. And that the tea poems at the end, take a cup of positivity. I heard that. Is that the first line? That shows hot. All the cares of all the world unraveling to be unfurled, so speak freely when drinking tea. It's time to joust with words with me. Doughnutburger, give it up for Doughnutburger, y'all. If you missed any of this, chat, go back in the show, all right? Oh, I'm sorry. Then you were like, single for a while, single for a smile, spit and speak that song from soul. My goal is great and bloody godly. I slowly ease to future times, peacefully pleased. Tie me down when truly teased, senses spark when swiftly seized. Oh, this is all from you, dude. Thank you so much for sharing that. Jonathan, thank you for joining us again. Flame in my obsidian hands, Prometheus pilfering, your tongue see-through chiffon. Fervent sun gazer, your eyes widen, corneas begin to melt, you meet your match. The space since your last message stretches into vacuum. I got to chew on these lines. Thank you so much. Does he hold space for you? If the curve of your smile measures space, we are two lines that never meet. A scone from dry land made barren, steal by boat, risk scurvy, risk drowning. I wonder how we abscond by wonder, where drowning foam meets dry land meets. Yeah, that shit was tight. Thank you so much for sharing that. Holy shit. While y'all be spitting, I'll be like fucking typing back there. You should see me. I'm like, what the fuck are they saying? Gabe, are you still here or did Gabe leave? Gabe, you here? That was sick, Gabe. This time will be different from last time. There is no last time. There is only now. The rope is getting tighter as I fall out of this world where cheap promises are meant to be broken. A world where our aims are more than bread and rent. That was a great poem, Gabe. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope you come back to us, okay? Start a revolution out here, please and thank you. Max. Oh, Max. Oh, Max. Lost, many are lost. Most don't make it out. It's not me. You sicken me. You want to save me. You want to shame me. Let me bleed. Let me bleed all over you. Pound you without mercy. Forever. Help me. I need help. I need you to help me. Can you help? Many don't make it to the end, to the break of dawn. Give it up for Max, y'all. Thank you so much for sharing that poem about something that many could definitely relate to. Annick left. All right, they did comedy today. They wanted to be vulnerable. I think they did a pretty good job. Looking into dudes for emotional support. I'm not feeling well. I'm at the beach. Can I call you in 2 days? I'll be dead in 2 days. That was sick. I love that. All right. Comedians, consider coming up here. Oh, I love Daniel. Thank you for coming up, Daniel, and sharing all those very politically fueled fire pieces. Okay. They don't apologize. They never do. Poor kids steal, the rich kids are victim. 1,000 scratches on the wound so they never heal. I don't fear their words. I fear the itch they have. Born to the leftovers, my lineage was poverty. The cosmos has a rhythm. I want to spit feathers and birds that used to be caged. Man, thank you so much, Daniel. Very, very well written stuff. Good. Alejandro, are you still here? No. Alejandro left. It's okay. I love that ranch work piece. Ranch work, working in pairs. They ride separately. That stampede of spouses. Spouses, which are you and her and every iterations of your worst selves. You unruly enough to ask so plainly, why am I so unhappy? Help me, will you? Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then Herisa. Herisa is like hair is more than power. More than hair, I'm sorry. Hair is more than hair. It's beauty. It's power. As Beyonce said, I didn't come to play, I came to slay. Oh, to be a black woman is an exclusive club. We are wordsmiths. Ain't no one can bless you like a black woman's praise. We also deserve ease, softness, and lights. We are monuments among the society. I want the check to look like a phone number, Herisa said. Herisa, the traveler traveling over here. Thank you so much for traveling to a Nuyorican Poets Cafe event. And that goes for every single last one of you who either performed or was an audience member. We are here every Wednesday, so please consider coming back to us. All right, we are not here at the last Wednesday of December and the first Wednesday of January, to my understanding, but come here anyway next week. I think we'll be here next week, okay? Go say hi to each other after this show. Go speak to each other, dap each other up. Forget the ego, you don't need it. Okay, again, my name is Brian Acosta Arya, also known as Brian the Motel Guy. Go find me online. Go be kind to somebody today, and also be kind to yourselves.